The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Big chance! There it is! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This looks promising. Shoots! And no mistake. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Persib Bandung are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do.
Berbatov! Mbappe. Modric. And it's Rashford. Can he get it through? Oh, he's been caught, and Berbatov! And that's a sharp finish. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Modric showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, perfectly measured that. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And we have our very first corner. That has not gone well. Persib Bandung have the chance to go the other way. Mata. Now it's Kamavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Shevchenko. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now, can they get him away? He's in a great position here. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. Now he's got space here. Akanji cuts out the pass. Donatoni. Bernardo Silva. This is a promising build-up. Look at the space here. He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. And the finish! Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Guardiola. Bernardo Silva. And here's Rashford. Now it's Rui Costa. brilliantly cut out. It's Rui Costa. Camavinga. Mbappe. Mbappe. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's the keeper's ball. Now that's a lovely exchange. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, we're on the way.
Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Great vision. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. And here's Camavinga. No way through. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Persib Bandung have it back and can go again. Knocks it into space. That's been slipped through. Surely he can't miss. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Mbappe. He's through on goal. Takes a shot. He's delivered all right. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Mets are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's having a go! Nearly, but not quite.
Bernardo Silva really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Xavi Alonso. Pires tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Ribery crosses it in. Nicely aimed pass. Messi concedes a free kick for that. Nicely shaped ball. And he welcomes it in. Real chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
And it's a poor one. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Shevchenko. Searching pass he's played there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Messi. That is good alertness. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. He's free. Shot a goal! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a full... Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Shevchenko, Mbappe, and he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking here to chip it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ribery. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Half-time coming up and little doubt as to which of the 2 sides is the happier. Diaz is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ake tries to clear. And that's a throw-in. Alonso. A real chance and a real let-off.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Perez. Wilshere. That's going wide left. He has found the way through. Crosses it in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is...
And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Persib Bandung looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Changement. Le numéro 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And we get things going again.
Le numéro 6.
Great defending, strong and determined. Quick look, thought about cutting inside, and it's played into the middle. Silvestre. Diaz on a serious charge here. Shevchenko. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pinches it off him. Pass somewhat off target. Wilshere.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Xavi Alonso. He won't be happy with that one. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Messi. Now he's got space here. And he plays one through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Foot in. There will be a throw-in. Mbappe. It's a goal kick. And that has put paid to that. Shevchenko. Bernardo Silva. No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk. Quality ball. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, third corner of the game. Kamabinda! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mets have the chance to go the other way. And it's Messi. Threads one in. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Shevchenko receives it in a wide position. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He shifted it to the flank. Messi. Mbappe. He's gone away. And the shot! Goal! Back within one. They have them in their sights again. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Changement. Le numéro 18, Ribéry. Le numéro 4,
Mets
Wilshere.
are making a change
Le
now.
numéro 13, le
Shift in
numéro 9.
momentum, perhaps.
Alors,
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Totti. Le numéro 27. Le numéro
Now it's
24.
Neymar. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found space here. Messi bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Percy Bandung surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive.
He's having a hit!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Mbappe! And he's in on goal. Now it's a chance for a shot! It's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
No, that was never going to make it. Modric. Oh, that's well spotted. Edmilson. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Shevchenko. Diaz. Now that's a fine challenge. So their fourth corner of the game.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that will be the final act. Persib Bandung can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Van Dijk playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Rijkaard makes the interception. And the counter is on. Raul unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And he's there to retrieve it. And now the breakaway. Good pressure, determined, intense. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pedri, pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now that's well seen too. That's a cute ball. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Costa Curta. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Pedri.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Roll. That's an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played into space, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Pedri. Roll. And it's Kubo. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through. And that has been cut short. Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Alexander-Arnold. Kubo. Costa Corta. Raul. Kubo. And this is Raul. It's Raul! A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection. A finish right from the top draw. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've
Can he finish? In he goes again. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Camavinga. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone.
Against the crossbar. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Modric. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Shot, surely! And a neat finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the score.
It's Raul! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Deftly away. Costa Corta. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Batistuta. Now it's Raul. Now it's Pedri. He's picked his way through. Now it's Raul. Modric. And that brings the first half to a close. Persib Bandung have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Persib Bandung are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. He's having a shot! And we have our very first corner. And this is Modric. And the finish! And he thumps it clear. It's going to be another throw. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, great roll! And no mistake. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Mbappe, he's through. And the shot! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Persib Bandung with the lead. Shevchenko. Pass is just off target.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Shevchenko. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's played through for him. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's quick to return it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Batistuta. He is through here. He's having a pop. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Raul. And here's Raul. Oh, there's a probing ball. Saliba cuts it out. Raul. And here's Batistuta. Spread to the right. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Persib Bandung are looking to go forward now. And this is Batistuta. Alexander-Arnold clears without hesitation. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Some really good ball movement, and he's undercooked that.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Raul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Not the most accurate pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Persib can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Passing is crisp and shapes to shoot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
And it's Van Balken. And here's Raul. So that's it. It is all over. Persib Bandung have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Can he finish? There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Diaz. Plays a sharp little ball here. Looking for options for movement. Well read, nice interception. Platini. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that is well cleared. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now, he's got space here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he was alert to it. Silvestre. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run. Diaz. And he's managed to get free. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Shevchenko. And he's well positioned here. He's had a shot! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Diaz. That's a good ball. Not the most accurate pass. Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. Van Dijk. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ake promptly onto that, and that is that. And he plays one through. Stojkovic.
Angola definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Can he get on the end of this? And this is Modric. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! And he's stuck it away. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Angola are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity and soon...
He's having a shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
Shot, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Silvestre. Pass somewhat off target. And he's picked out the run. Stojkovic. And it's Michel Platini. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. And they win it back again. Now it's Mbappe. Now Modric. And it's Camavinga. Played out wide. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Batistuta. This looks promising. He is through here. Can he finish? Well taken goal. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Minutes has been indicated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. No way through. Messi. Always onto this. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Van Bouten. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Modric. That's a delicate pass. Oh, important interception. Diaz. Shevchenko. And the pass is intercepted. Great vision. He's through here. And this is Shevchenko. Takes a shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
First Van Dunk certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Short changes him with that pass. Messi.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Diaz. Right, Shevchenko. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Neymar. Messi. Right, Shevchenko. Shevchenko. And a chance! And a neat finish! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more...
Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Rijkaard. Van Bouten. Neymar. And here's Shevchenko. Diaz.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And reclaimed it in a trice. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's been hooked away. Messi. Girassi. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Modric. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's an imaginative pass.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Messi. Now Modric. Well, that looks a decent ball. Great ball, great chance! And that's a good finish. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Number 15,
Persib Bandung get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Sylvestre. That's a little off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Mbappe! He's got a goal! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Shevchenko. Neymar. He has found the way through. They're a big chance! Goal! They are playing them off the park. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Angola are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Messi. This is a promising build-up. But that has not gone well.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, good-looking ball. And they're on him in a flash. Sylvestre with a definite foul there. Shevchenko proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Neymar. And it's Modric. And it's Neymar. That's a sharp pass. Nicked it back promptly. Sylvestre. And it's played in.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Ake.
4 added minutes has been
Rijkaard
indicated.
wins the duel this time. And this is Shevchenko. A probing pass. Girassi gets flagged offside. Four added minutes on the board. And here's Shevchenko. That's a nicely weighted pass. And the shot! Camavinga. Diaz. And Shevchenko. Nice physical challenge. And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.